morning. Good morning. Red Fox out there in LA. Crazyville out there in Crazyland.
That is so true. It is.
I
That's why
lived
I'm
there.
going.
I lived there for 15 years. I'm telling you. Yeah, you can
Uh,
have it.
and the buyers and sellers are just right along with that,
Yeah, I hear you.
and the renters. I do some rentals too, so it's like, oh,
Yeah, there you go. Deb, good morning. How are
Good
you?
morning, Jeff. I'm good. How are you?
Where are you at? Refresh me. Where are you at?
San Diego.
San Diego. That's right. That's right. Danelle, hello. Good
Hi.
morning.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to get back to yesterday. You got my text. I'm sorry. I was like back to back to back to back to back, whatever. And then I wasn't feeling good. I'm feeling better today. I've just had a head cold. Been popping vitamin C and all kinds of stuff like crazy. But anyway, so
Fine.
I do have some time later today to talk, or
Okay.
we can talk on here, depending on what kind of questions you have. We can figure those out
I can
too.
ask you right now what I need
Go
to know.
ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Jump in.
What I'm finding is I had like 27 leads come in for my funnel. Every single one says D&D. And I'm wondering if that's a fluke. Because I just got one like a half an hour ago, a lady, Ann Peterson. She wants to buy something now, but
Okay.
then she's in the do not whatever disturb.
Well, here's what I wonder though. We'll have to look at it because it might be that is your phone number set up yet on there?
Yes.
It did get
Yes,
set up.
it started yesterday.
Okay, that I'm saying that might be part of it though, because if it sends a text out and the system isn't doing it, I think Tim, do you know? Doesn't it? I think the system sets up a DND. The
Yeah.
client didn't, but the system does. If your text isn't going out.
Well, I did have a guy yesterday that I hadn't noticed all the DNDs until I talked to him. And he's like, yes, I saw your ad, but please don't call me again. And I'm like, okay, sorry. It's like, why'd you give me your info if you don't want me to contact you? It's like, here's my phone number, here's my email, but don't contact me.
Right.
So anyway, I need to find out if it's a fluke. So I'm going to go on office hours at noon.
I was gonna say, just jump in there. They could look at it and see.
Yeah,
it might just be because of that. If your phone just got turned on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a fluke. I've had that happen before. What I would encourage you to do is just go back in the conversations from each of those 25 and see if they literally hit do not disturb or not. And I think you'll find that nothing happened and the system was somehow getting it set as D&D when it came in, and just go in and turn them all off and start prospecting.
All right.
See what they say at noon though, and make sure. Yeah. But that's what I did when it happened to me.
You went into what? How did you do?
In Go High Level, I think the tab is called Conversations.
Yep.
You can actually see everything that's happened that's been unread. Just click on every one of them and look and see if they requested the D&D or not. And I think you'll find that they didn't.
They'll say stop. You'll get some of those.
Yeah.
I get those.
All righty.
But if they didn't do it, it's possible that the system did it because your phone number wasn't set up. So a text is going out, but it's not going out. And so the system is setting it automatically. It's not them. It's the system.
Well, I mean, so far I'm real happy with it because it's only been like, a week?
It's good. 27 leads. You're off to a good start.
Yeah.
People to talk to, people to text, people to, you get some people don't call me, but you'll get some like, oh, yeah, and you start having a conversation, whatever. Okay. So anyway.
All righty. Thank
you. Good morning,
you.
Jim. Look at Jim, man. Jim's casual. Jim's is relaxing.
Jim's laid back.
Jim is laid back.
Jim is exactly laid back. Literally, he's on his recliner. He got up. He got up this morning. His back was a little hurt. He must have tweaked it in the middle of the night somehow. So he is, but he's here.
There you go. You're here, Jim.
I'm here, and I'm actually working. I actually just submitted a contract for another purchase. So yeah.
Oh, nice. There you go. Very good.
Yay.
We're getting old, Jim.
Yeah, I know.
My exactly first 20 minutes just about every morning right now. I either need a new mattress or I really just need a new back. I mean, that would help too. But it's like, I hobble around for a little bit just about every morning.
You need a hot tub.
That in my foot. Yeah. that whole plantar fasciitis thing going on.
Oh,
Yeah, that's been brutal.
I had 2 days of therapy this week for my left knee. Well,
Mm.
who else? Anybody else? What else?
Yeah, who else got
Who
ailments?
else has some body issues going? Any body aches? Let's talk about that. How do we figure?
I mowed the lawn early this morning.
Oh, there
So
you go.
I'm waiting for the ramifications because I know they're going to come. Not yet, but they'll be here. Yep.
Well, this
I hope
last
you're on the
deal-
East Coast and not the West Coast.
Florida.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Lydia, what were you gonna say?
Well, I ended up with shingles with this last deal, and I told
Oh,
I'm like going literally, and I went, how the hell can I have shingles? I've had both of those, shingle vaccine thingies. The first one, and then they said, oh, that's not any good anymore. Now you got to take the one with 2 shots. And a girlfriend had said, sounds like you've got shingles. I said, oh no. So I finally went to the doctor. I go, yeah, and I'm just gouging at the back. I've got this, I don't know what's going on. She goes, oh, and she goes, da, 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 and gave me this, the horse pills to take 3 times a day. But oh my God, yeah.
I had
This
shingles
last
once.
deal would literally make you want to not be a
Hello,
realtor.
babies.
Yeah.
But other than that, the deal is done. My son's house is closed in Tennessee, and I'm going to Tennessee in a week. And I'm not going to even think about real estate until I go up to Nashville and start looking for a house.
Nice. Are you moving back there, Lydia? Are you
Yeah,
moving
very
back there?
seriously. I tell you what, if I wasn't moving back there, I'd be moving someplace. I'm so sick and tired of California.
Yeah.
The crap
Deb?
going on, girl. I mean, literally. And then I just had 4 palm trees cut down because they were next to the foundation or close, but not with it. They would have been fine with the brand new rules that came out 2 days ago that weren't good 10 days ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, $2,300 worth of 4 palm trees, 2
Oh.
bougainvilleas, and 3 other big ass shrubs that grew to trees. Now, those probably needed to go anyway, but I mean, honestly. So now my gorgeous home looks like crap. And I'm going to probably spend 15 grand fixing it.
Well, you're moving.
Approve with their.
Deb is in San Diego also.
Yeah.
She's how long have you been with this, Deb? How long have you been with EXP?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. There you go. So real quick, so let's jump into some real estate stuff. Who's got something they want to bring up or talk about or questions or Deb, go ahead. Let's jump in.
Website. So I have not done active real estate except for referrals and stuff since right before COVID. We had planned on relocating to Arizona, so I was out there instead of dealing with California crap with their masking and all that stuff. And then we ended up coming back here because Arizona pretty much turned into California. So my website, I still have, my domain, but I'm not going to use it because I got to do all the fictitious name and all that.
What's your question as far as the website?
How is there something within Lofty or something that is included with EXP stuff that has a website that I can use that's a good one, or do you have a recommendation for a website that I should use to get set back up?
So there's 3 websites that you can pick from with EXP, IDX websites. You get your choice of either Lofty, Bold Trail, or Close.
Okay, so it is in Lofty. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your goal for this website?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. It's like do you have to have something for the real estate part and then something for agent attraction, or can they be just different pages on that main site? And then what do you name it? And all, it's just so many decisions that I've been having to make in the last 2 weeks. I'm just like,
it's a lot,
analysis paralysis, because there's so many freaking things I'm trying to get done.
Yeah.
Well, my opinion,
Oh,
is you need two. You don't want to put attraction and real estate sales on one site.
yes.
Okay.
I've had the exact same issue, and I'm wrestling. I'm paying the price for that issue right now because now that I want AI to recommend me as a realtor in Louisville, Kentucky, it's confused between Tim Holland and the realtor and Tim Holland and the attractor. So I think I've lost credibility. So I thought, and I'm going through a process that I won't bore you with now, but I would probably choose one of those three Jeff mentioned as your real estate IDX site for prospect management, past clients, etc. Which one you choose doesn't really matter. Although I've not heard anybody use Close. I everybody was using Bold Trail originally, and a lot of those people were switching to Lofty. So that's a consideration. Are you also doing funnels?
Yes.
Okay. Is that turned on yet? I'm assuming no, if you've been with us only 2 weeks.
He's waiting for me. I had the orientation call yesterday, and Jeff had told me, don't have him turn it on yet because we want to do some tweaks to your responses and stuff. So,
Okay. Well, I would focus on your real estate site then. And I'll say this, I haven't personally used it, but most people are leaning towards Lofty for that because of all the integrated AI tools beyond it or within it on client follow-up. And I would push pause on an agent attraction site specifically because you could potentially use your go high level depending on how you're going to attract. All you need for that is a database. I would not overthink, oh, I need to do all the social channels for real estate and all the same social channels for attraction and a website for this, website for that. Focus on
yeah,
your production and do your attraction on a spreadsheet. Make your list of 100, 200 names, put it in an Excel sheet and work from that initially. Don't try to
okay,
do too much at once.
great.
That's Tim's opinion.
100% agree with Tim.
I'm going to take that because it sounds like a wonderful idea.
And can I jump in on this?
Yeah, Jim.
Please.
Okay. I actually, both Tim and Jeff, most of what Tim just said is exactly what I was going to say. I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Deb. The just kind of starting out, and it's very overwhelming of everything that needs to be done. All you can do is take small pieces and attack small pieces. I'm not personally, I am not worried about the attraction right now. I'm waiting a little bit on that because I want to set myself and build a good foundation. Your question actually pairs very well with the question I'm about to ask, because it was one that was not discussed when it was discussing the website, is the vanity domains. Okay. So I was Bold Trail, and I happened to be getting back into real estate at the same time my annual was due to come up anyway. So I made the switch over to Lofty under Jeff's recommendation as well. I was going to ask if anybody that has switched over, how long it took to switch, because I'm at the stage right now where I've got a vanity domain set up, but it's all linked to Bold Trail. So I had to call Bold Trail, who then told me I had to send an email, which I have done, in order to stop the vanity domain payment that I was making to them through them, and then I can switch it over to Lofty once they have stopped the payment coming out for, like, what is it, the $11 a month. Stop that, and then once they do that and they release my domain, at Lofty will be able to pick it up.
So why didn't you get a domain from like GoDaddy or something to where it's outside and you then connect it?
I have one already from the GoDaddy. I have a domain already. And I went ahead, when I did Bold Trail, I went ahead and transferred that domain that I had over to the Bold Trail. So that way, and it was Jeff, there's a training on it, and I don't remember which one it is. You know which one I'm talking about, I think. But it was a training where the guy told us that the IDXs that are coming from Bold Trail from EXP, those clients can go into the main pot of EXP. All right, if you don't set it up so that they come directly into you and you only, and the only way to do that is to have your own domain. Jeff, you may be able to explain that better. It's been a minute since I've had that training, but that was my
Well,
understanding.
Anthony, when he did his first training with us a year and a half ago, whatever it was now, he talked about, in the back office of Bold Trail, you could buy a vanity domain name through Bold Trail. And you needed to do that because of, everybody gets a, .exprealty.com website.
Right.
I don't know if that's with Lofty or Bold Trail. I don't know if it's the same. I guess no matter what you pick, I'm not sure. But he made the point that you need a vanity domain name or your site is not going to be found by Google searches. And you cannot set it up through GoDaddy, which is what I had. You need to do it through the back office of Bold Trail because it will give you and so there was actually a guy, he's here in Colorado Springs, Brian Decker, who had set up one through that. And yeah, he was getting all kinds of leads through his Bold Trail through the vanity domain. Made a big difference. So anyway, I switched over to Lofty, but I have not done a thing with it yet. It's just to share that. I haven't looked at what training. I would tell you, Jim, you might want to go into the tech support in EXP world just to see. Because
they're the ones that sent me. Yeah, I went there first.
They sent
me over to Bold Trail. Okay. I called the Bold Trail. They told me that you can't do it over the phone. You have to send the email. So they gave me the email. I went ahead and sent the email. That was 2 days ago.
Would you mind? I don't know if you can put it in the chat or send it to me, the email that you do, because I need to do that as well.
Yeah. Okay. Let me find it and I'll send it over. I can try to put it in the chat for you.
Okay.
Hey, Jeff, do you know then with regard to the Lofty thing, were you saying or was Tim saying that you have to do a vanity through them and not from GoDaddy?
So see, I don't know on Lofty. With Bold Trail, you need to do it through Bold Trail.
All I can tell you, Paul, is I was told that. I was told that you do have to do it through Lofty.
Yeah, because I have a vanity and I tried to hook it up and it didn't work.
Yep, they told me, and that was tech support that told me once it was released from Bold Trail that I could go ahead and I can have Lofty pick it back up.
That's confusing to me because it sounds like because you bought it through Bold Trail, effectively you would have to buy one through Lofty. I don't understand why it would be any different if you had one at Bold Trail that you couldn't have one at GoDaddy or HostGator or any of those other ones and have that ported over similarly. That's I don't know.
Go ahead,
I'll look into it.
Tim, jump in.
Yeah, I believe that because I think this is what Andy did. Wish Andy was on the call. I believe you can take a GoDaddy domain and tell Bold Trail that that's what you want to use as your domain name, but they're going to charge you $11 a month for it. I don't think you have to buy it through them. Take what you own and point it to them, and they may charge you the monthly fee still, because that's really what they want.
That sounds right, because what I got right to that part where it was like the paywall, and then I stopped there, and I haven't chased that dog any further, and I've had the vanity for 15 years. But yeah,
and you don't want to lose that.
I think it's strictly a paywall issue. Once you pay them the money, you can port it in, and they'll let it all.
I think
happen.
it is too. And Deb, I want to come back to you, because in that conglomeration of oh my gosh, 2 weeks, and I'm doing. You need a vanity domain, period, end of story. No matter what you choose. What city are you in?
San Diego.
So, Deb does sandiego.com or whatever you want, buy it, and then point it to whatever CRM you decide. I think it's going to be your solution, but confirm that, because those of us that have been doing this for 20 some years and have had a domain for 20 some years, you don't want to lose that. You don't want to have to create a new one and lose all the SEO you've built up over the years. Although SEO is not as important as it used to be. It's AEO and GEO now, but just confirm that if you're going down the lofty trail, just confirm, hey, I just tell them, whether even if you don't have it already, tell them I have a GoDaddy URL that I want to point to you. Is that okay? And am I still going to get the SEO out of it?
Okay.
I put the training in here where Anthony talked about that. Okay. It's in the chat. And there's like a 10-minute piece in there where he talks about it's, if you go in there and just find it, where he talks about the importance of setting up a vanity domain through Bold Trail. Because I had one through GoDaddy, again, just pointing there. And he said, it's still not going to be found. You're not going to be found with searches. And he explained it in there. And Brian Decker was a good just case study, like one that had done it, and you could see how it would be found. And so anyway, it'll explain. It's probably the same with Lofty, but I used my GoDaddy domain that I set up, but I just set it up through Bold Trail, and then that's what changed everything. Mm-hmm. So now, with I had all ColoradoSpringsHomes.com, whatever. I had that domain.
Right. Freedom Team, good morning.
I had that domain name set up there, pointing to my Bold Trail page. But when you would go there, it would still say jeffmorel.exprealty.com, and that's where that domain is. Like, nobody's going to find that domain.
So somehow built in the systems of
somehow
Bold Trail,
he explains
and
it in there, whatever, if you want to know the explanation. But talk to Lofty support. Okay. Find out, here's my domain name. How do I get it linked up to you guys so I'm found, basically?
Effectively, I think their thinking on this matter is that one way or another, you will be a subdomain of Lofty. And then there's just the pay-to-play access for that domain name, however you come about it, be it whether you have one or if you buy one through them.
Yeah.
So, it's a profit center.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it'd be better to just get it through Lofty if you don't have it already, because then you're not paying for the domain through GoDaddy and then also Lofty. So
yeah.
I disagree with that. Because if you ever left Lofty, can you take that domain with you?
There you go.
You need your own.
Yep.
Portability is important. Whether you left Lofty and went to somewhere else, or whether you left EXP and went to somewhere else, you need to own that domain. That's your name. And then point it to whatever CRM you're using.
That's a huge statement, Tim, because I learned that lesson really early on when I was with my first brokerage. And then all of a sudden I was like, hey, we're leaving. And they shut my email off instantly. And I had things in there, even private things that I really wanted to retain. And it was gone and you were not allowed access. And so
yeah,
it sort of costs a little more, but the cost of not having that later, if you decide to leave either Lofty or EXP or whatever it is, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're talking about saving $25 a year for a GoDaddy URL. It's not worth that savings to not have that flexibility. Correct. You're going to pay the $11 a month with Bold Trail regardless.
Yep.
I don't know about Lofty, whether they have a similar fee or not, but you need to own your domain.
I thought I saw $10 somewhere.
Okay. And the whole logic is, you've got deb.espinoza@exprealty.com. That's one of 90,000
EXP agents.
That's why that's never going to be SEO-able.
Right.
Is because EXP owns that domain, and you're a sub domain of 90,000 people, and it's never going to be searchable. It's never going to show up. But deb.espinoza.com will, right, because that's going to match your Google business page, and you're going to drive traffic to both. And you're going to become, after you do this for 6 months, SEO, AEO, and GEO searchable by the Google engines. And that's what's going to start driving organic leads to your site.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
Anybody on the call doing a Halo site? Okay, I won't go there then.
No, I'd like you to actually. I know I talked with Jeff about this yesterday. I want to go there myself. So okay. Do I push my domain that I've had for 15 years there, or would you do it to Lofty?
I'll ask you the same question I asked Deb. What would be the purpose of said Halo site? You've got to think in terms of what am I trying to accomplish to answer some of these questions. In my case, I've had LouisvilleHomesFast.com for 2 decades.
Right.
I've had a Sierra Interactive website for 2 decades. That is my IDX site, my site I send all my prospects to, and it's got some pretty decent SEO juice. All my prospects go to that and they build their own search. They become a prospect in my CRM. All the follow-up sequences are done from there and so forth. But that site is not AEO and GEO findable because Sierra didn't build it that way, because 20 years ago, none of that mattered. So I built an entirely new, I'm going to call it my authority site, timhollenden.com. This is a second URL, Deb, that I've owned for years. This is why it's important for you to control this. You should buy anything associated with your name and do it for 10 years, pay the smaller per year fee by committing to it for a longer period, and own several. You don't have to do all that at once, but I took one out of inventory. I said, okay, I haven't used this one yet. So timhollenden.com is my authority site for my Halo engine. And all I've done on that after the original site build is a very verbose, highly thoughtful plan of blogging. And I've written a 10-minute read, 12-minute read, 15-minute read blog post every single weekday for 7 weeks now. And my phone is starting to ring with people saying, hey, I saw you online. Will you come talk to me about listing my house?
That's through Halo?
Yes. But it's through Halo doing a lot of things right as part of a master plan. So what I did, and I'm not saying you have to do all this, but I told my AI, pick your tool of choice. I don't care which one. I said, I want Tim Hollenden to be one of the recommended realtors anytime somebody searches for a real estate agent in the Louisville, Kentucky, and surrounding areas via an AI tool. And I want this to be accomplished within 90 days. What do I do? And I challenge you to give it that prompt, and it'll tell you what you need to do.
That was awesome. So then is the mechanical piece to this that there's a link to go to an IDX search that takes you to another site after you've been found in the AEO, GEO world?
I don't presently care about that. That's an excellent question. What I've set my Halo site up to do right now is there's a contact me for, I forget even what it says. I'll pull it up while we're talking and I'll show it to you. But basically, there's a way for them to fill out a form and it's texted and emailed to me immediately and I can get on the phone with them. You can intercept that through a webhook to your CRM and have that information put right into your CRM as well. I just haven't done that yet. Right now, all I'm trying to do is become the recommended agent anytime somebody searches for a realtor in my community.
So then if I remember correctly with mine and Jeff's discussion yesterday, are you pushing that then to your high level site, or are you pushing that information into a Lofty or whatever CRM / whatever thing you're using elsewhere?
I'm not pushing it anywhere right now. I'm just doing it manually. I've had 3 leads in 6 weeks, which is 3 more than I got in the prior 6 weeks. So I'm 100% better.
I'd be all in.
in terms of Halo. So it's not unmanageable to put John Doe 5551212 john@doe.com in my CRM. So that's what I'm doing right now. But you can port it over there. I just haven't turned that on yet. Does that make sense?
It does. I just didn't know if you found any value one way or another from, say, high level to Lofty in either direction when you would push that information. Like right now, you're doing it manually. So instead of it being manual, perhaps it's ported automatically when they register. And then I didn't know if you had a preference one way or another, on a site, you could push more with like high level than you can with Lofty or something. I don't know.
No, all those tools, all the credible CRMs have API integrations and webhooks to connect the two. So it's going to be easy. And Halo will tell you exactly what to do, how to do it when you're ready for that step.
Okay.
And I've actually thought about putting a, search for homes here on my Halo site, timhollanden.com. And when they click that button, it takes them over to my Louisville Homes Fast site.
Right.
It already has the, no free looks. Give me your contact information. Then you can build your search.
I've had 5 leads this week, Tim, from my Halo site in the last
That's
week.
awesome.
It's starting to move. It's starting to grow.
This is my Halo site, Paul. See, it's timhollanden.com, but behind that is a .whoosy.com that no one sees.
It's a
I've
masked
already,
site or masked URL then.
yep.
Yeah.
So that's the site. This is just the way I chose how to deliver it. A little testimony about, 200 and some odd Zillow reviews, blah, blah, blah. But this is really what I was talking about. Every page they can click contact. And when they do that, it talks about, 8 to 8, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday by appointment. I'm showing flexibility. You can call me right now. Or you can give me your name, your email, your phone number, and how can I help? And push send message. And as soon as they push send message, I get a text and an email saying that, Jane Doe is a new lead on your Halo site. And it gives me all that information.
Hey, you said something there that you may consider. You may put your phone number in a box that says call me right now, click here.
Yeah.
It's a more of a call to action than just, hey, there's a phone number. I mean, it's more people are getting to the point, especially if they're pulling it up on a mobile that I mean, I find ways to do that anyway because Google will finally direct you there. It'll take you to the calling app, but it just
Yeah.
is one more level of call to action, I guess.
Yeah. It's there. I just don't have a point to it. But yeah, there's open the app. So you're just saying just call me here.
I would put a like a button there that says click here to call me right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good advice. Thank you. But what I've mainly done is over here. There's 49, there's 3 market updates because I started this in May. Excuse me, I started it in June, but I did a May market update, 1st of June, July. And then I get into neighborhood blogs and the new construction. And then this is where most of my topics are right now, selling. There's probably 30, 35 selling blogs here. And every time you write a blog, you need to grab this URL and go to your Google Search Console and tell Google to start indexing it. And that'll get it indexed faster than whenever Google gets around to it. That's been part of my recent success. Hopefully, that's part of your recent success, Jeff, too. We talked about that in Dallas. But these are just some of the things, and none of this is high tech. It's just getting in a rhythm and a routine, and posting the blog, and then posting it to Google Search, and so forth. And I post an abbreviated article to my Google Business page, and then I link to the full blog article here by clicking the Learn More button on my Google Business page. So it's a combination of those 3 things that's starting to create the authority that I'm looking for. And this site ranks 99 out of 100 possible score points for AEO. But anyway, this is not about me. I just wanted to show you all, since you asked about Halo, what's working for me. Jeff's doing some similar things. He's put a lot more work into the neighborhoods part of his site and probably done lesser on the blogging side. I've done exactly the opposite.
Doing a little bit of both. One of the things, because my blog is doing 3 days a week, actually 4, because I'm doing a top 5 things going on in town this week kind of thing too. It's making a blog out of that, so really 4 a week. But I do take that blog, I put the blog into Claude and tell it to give me a Google Business page post, a Facebook post, and a LinkedIn post. And then I take that and I put it into ChatGPT to make me an image for the post.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just post it. And all of that takes 2 minutes. It's just copy and paste. And then I think all of that is bringing, I think that's part of what's bringing some good traffic in, for me, is it all links back to my Halo page to read the full blog, so.
Yeah, the backlink thing is the thing. That's part of that SEO program. And every time you want to make sure that you take that specific keyword that you're looking to rank for and make it a hyperlink to the full article on your website.
Right. One nice thing about like what you told Tim, that suggestion you made, like let's say Tim decides, I do want to create that button with Halo. You literally just go in there, like you could text it on your phone, put a contact button on every one of my pages, with that links to my phone or whatever. And it'll say I'll get to work on it. And within 10 minutes, it's done.
Nice.
Go to the page and it's everywhere. It's all done, and you can.
You got to feel bad for the website developers that used to have jobs.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing what that whole system is doing. So that's been fun to play with. So, what else is happening? Dana, where are you at? If you can unmute, can you unmute? Sorry, not to put you on the spot.
There.
Hey, where are you at?
Trying to there. I'm in I'm up at the Mulholland Hills Country Club. My dog days left before she goes. We came up here for more phone calls, and I am working out, so to speak, here at the guy.
You're breaking up real bad, Dana. We can't understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Real glitchy.
Cutting in and out really, really bad. But anyway, it's good to have you here. Wherever doing something with your daughter, I think, before she goes to school or something.
At the Mulholland Country Club, I heard.
Mulholland Country Club. I heard that part. That sounds nice right there.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So
now he's frozen.
LA area.
Yeah, Mulholland.
Yeah.
So anyway. Jim, anything else from you as far as just, I know you're kind of getting things going again, back in the swing. Is there anything we can help you with at all? Anything in particular? I know it's a lot, again, when you first get going. So.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot.
One piece at a time, one day at a time, and that's all we can do. It's.
Yep. Well, ironically, as I was talking earlier, I got the email that Bold Trail had released me. So now I'm actually on trying to find exactly like a tech support or somebody I can call in Lofty to go ahead and have them pull my domain in and attach it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not 100% sure how to do it myself. So
I do know, and if you want, there's I can put the playlist in here. It's something I need to at least get my homepage of Lofty set up and the IDX piece of that, make sure that's all set, because again, I need to have a page out there that I've got links going to where people can search for homes. And that's the one thing. Still go to my Bold Trail. I haven't changed that over yet. But anyway, I do know in EXP's YouTube channel, if you go to playlists, if you click on playlist, then there's a whole playlist there for all three of the CRMs. So it's on my list even tomorrow, to go in there and watch at least the setup part. Because I can at least go in and do the setup part. I don't need to learn all the back end and how this and that works, whatever, but at least get it set up to where people can go there and find it. So
yeah, that's maybe I'll do that before I try to call somebody.
Yeah,
that's on my list of today. I mean, there's 26 videos, I think, in there that are all an hour long.
Yeah, it's a process, but I'm just going to go through the first one or two, just the setup piece of it, and just so you know, there is that for every CRM that EXP has on their YouTube channel under playlists.
Okay.
So.
And if you pop into the world and go to the tech department, they may be able to help you.
Yeah.
Well, I tried that as well, but tech department says that Bold Trail used to give them some access to do some stuff. Apparently, according to what tech told me yesterday, the day before, Lofty does not. They're like, no, we want to do our own internally. So yeah, according to what they told me the other day.
I have heard that Lofty's support is good. So I don't, for whatever that's worth, I don't know.
Yeah, if I can find the number.
Yeah, exactly. I hear you. A lot of it's chat now and getting through the AI stuff, So
yeah.
And speaking of AI, Jim, go into AI and say, hey, I'm a newer agent at EXP. I just switched to Lofty. I've just been released my Vanity domain from Bold Trail and I need to connect it to Lofty. How do I do it? You may just get the answer right there.
That's right.
That's very true.
Yep, I can give that a try. Yeah, I'm actually looking at the AI co-pilots right now button up there. I wonder. And may be able to assist.
Yeah, probably
it's funny
so.
how that stuff, it knows it. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you do it with Go High Level all the time. Take a screenshot, put it in there. It'll say, well, right here, it'll point you where to go and all the stuff,
Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Besides that, I just got the one I've got under contract and I'm just about to put another one. I just wrote a contract, but we should get it and another one under contract hopefully by tomorrow.
Cool. It's very cool.
Congrats.
We had 4 closings last month. I think 2 were from the new construction funnel. I know we have 3 closings coming up in September. And I did get a new listing 2 days ago from an expired funnel that I built. So that's starting to work. I've just been playing with that and tweaking it and adjusting it and using the multiple offers platform, as just a starting point, talking point. So, and I have a Zoom meeting on Monday with these 2 brothers who inherited a house from their mom. She passed away, owned it outright. They just want to get it sold. And we're actually meeting with one of the multiple offers, the cash offer people, because they might just take that cash offer, possibly. And if not, we'll list it. But that it was an expired listing that came through the funnel that I built. That's how I got in touch with them. So anyway, so that stuff is starting to work as well. I'm playing around with that. It's always something.
I just wondered, like, how many people that are on the call are doing funnels?
Paul, Deb.
Tim always, Jeff.
Yeah.
And Deb was doing one?
We have Jim, yours isn't set up yet, I don't think. Not really, with the funnels?
Baby steps. Yeah. I'm trying to get everything built first and then start the funnels.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because whenever you're doing all the classes for the cash cow and you get to that, they really break it down in detail. And when you get to that part, like where you have to do your landing page, they recommend Fiverr for help. Fiverr. Right. And you can pick who you want to work with, and it tells you like what their price is. So that's.
Are you talking about YouTube? The YouTube piece?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that too. Yeah. So I'm just saying, you might want to look into Fiverr. Fiverr. So Woods is the one that actually talks about it, I think.
In the recording.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I know they're doing a whole set. Aren't they doing, I think, Tim, a whole new set of recordings as well for the Lofty piece of it? I think. Yeah, they're putting a whole new training together because a lot of people are going that direction as far as just, cash cow funnel version 2, basically. So it probably would be good to update it. It's just, I know that's been in there for a while. But all this stuff changes so fast, technology stuff. It's hard to keep up to some degree. So.
Wow. Everybody's like, thank God it's Friday, I think.
It's kind of one of those days, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy week here. We got a lot going on. So good stuff, but a full day today. A Zoom coffee with my daughter in 15 minutes. So nice. We do that every Friday. So
I'm going to go on that office hours at noon and ask Glenn about that thing. And I'll let you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, you go through each one and every one, it's really strange.
Yeah.
So I did.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I did the lady that I got a text regarding, like right before we started this. Mm-hmm. She wants to look at something now. she NOW, in caps, but she's on the do not call or do not disturb. So I just sent her a text like, I don't know if I shouldn't be or whatever, but can I help? So
yeah.
I don't want to get reported or something.
No, you'll be fine. And I'd probably even I'd try calling her a couple times today just to see.
Well, you can call her then for me.
Yeah.
I'll let you call.
I could.
Yeah.
She didn't tell me not to call.
Most of the ones that I get that say now have no clue. They just punched a button.
They did.
Yeah. Good luck. Well, and if she's giving you
Depends.
her phone number on it, then she's superseded the do not call list, technically.
That's what I don't understand. They have the email, the phone number, and a do not DND.
Oh, well, then she does. Yeah, she just wants you to email her because she doesn't want you to call her because she's going to be a snot about it. I mean,
But again, I think it's the system because your number just got set up. So
All
I
of
don't think
them.
that's the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the system set up the do not disturb.
All right. Hope
because
so. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
the text didn't go out. So just go to office hours. They'll clear it up. But I would try reaching her.
Yeah.
And you're going to get a mixed bag of things
If
in
you
there.
go to jail, Jeff will bail you out.
I'll bail you out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you're scared to call her through the system, use your cell phone because she
Yeah.
didn't D&D your cell phone number. She D&D'd your system number. And
That's
I'm convinced though, this is a fluke.
Agree.
You didn't get 27 people, all of them say D&D.
Yeah,
Agree.
It's
everyone.
just,
Yeah. That's weird. Yeah.
It's the system. So they'll fix it.
Okay.
start dialing.
And I was just saying, you had on message on there. It said call if she gives you a pushback. You had you sent me a message that call you now. And she's like, I didn't do that. And I was like, well, somebody is using your number, just FYI. So that's what I would say.
Your name and your number and your email.
Yeah.
Because you came into my system Tuesday afternoon at 3:52 p.m.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, just be ready. It's not going to be a big deal though. We're overthinking this.
We are totally.
It's a system issue.
Yep.
Totally.
I want to start showing homes again. I've taken like forever to since I left the other office. I'm going definitely the slow path. But I need to start showing some houses. I need to do that, and I enjoy doing that. So that's why I'm hoping that out of these leads coming in,
sure,
they do want me to contact them.
Yeah,
I like showing homes.
When you might consider, again, just to jumpstart some things is, doing some of that open house stuff. Get some of the listings, get some of the local listings from EXP agents, and again, with some of that open house stuff. I mean, again, I wouldn't do the traditional open house. I would do kind of what Jennifer's done up there in South Dakota, the 1 hour open house, and do several of them.
Louis? Isn't it St. Louis where she goes and does the 1 hour ones?
She's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
What I don't understand about that is, I mean, if you watch other videos on doing an open house, you should have multiple signs. So how do you do that 3 times and set up all your signs?
The listing agents are putting out the signs for her.
Are they?
Mm-hmm. They're putting them out on Friday, and then she's going to go on Saturday. She did 9 last weekend.
Wow. Yeah.
Like 5 on Saturday, 4 on Sunday. But again, they're 1 hour each. And she's doing videos at every one, and she's going live on Facebook at every one. Her Facebook algorithm has just blown up. I mean, she's so busy with clients.
Where can we find the training on that?
It's in EXP University. Under here, let me look. Let's share my screen. So if you go to, there's my Halo site. If you go to expuniversity.com and actually right here on the homepage right now, because they're doing another live one, but over here on the right, if you click in on this and you can register for it, and I think when you register, it takes you to the course, but they are doing another one here next 4 days from now. Was that Tuesday, the 25th?
Okay.
I would just register for that. You're going to get access to all 10 playbooks. And here's Payson. That's the playbook that Jennifer got into and did the 30 open houses in 30 days.
Oh, it's interesting. I listened to several months ago, I listened to a podcasts with that kid, and
Mhm.
that's the only thing he does. He sits open houses all day, every day, and he'll go and he'll sit the same one. Um, he'll sit the same house for 3 weeks in a row, and just I mean, it's kind of like, well, I can sit here at my desk and I hate the space, or I can go and have that be my storefront and greet clients, and he invites the neighbors and does some things like that. And then yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, I'm going to be here for a while, so just so you know, so if you see weird activity, it might be me, otherwise it might be people, whatever.
When he did that 100 open houses in 100 days, you listened to his interview. I think he put 16 under contract.
Something like that. It was insane. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good year for most realtors. You're talking 3 months and 10 days, whatever. I mean, that he did that. I mean, so it's like he now has a team of 10 agents. They just did 1,000 open houses in 100 days. They each did 100.
That's right.
He started when he was 19. He's like 21 or 22 now. I mean, it's just, he's out in Indio, California. But again, so Jennifer just took that idea, but she made it her own and did 30 in 30 days, but she's still doing it. That was 4 months ago, but she did 9 open houses last weekend. She's loving it. She's so busy with it. But again, she'll go live at every house. She'll go live on Facebook. Hey everybody, it's Jennifer. I'm over here at 123 Main Street. Come see me. I'm going to be here till 11 o'clock. This is a beautiful home, 3 bed, 2 bath, whatever, blah, 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 whatever. And it's just live. She's, for a minute. But here's what happens then. An hour and a half later, she's live again. Hey, everybody, I moved on to my second open house today. I'm doing 3 more this afternoon, but here's where I'm at right now. I'm here at 456, whatever, Main Street. And she's just doing this. So Facebook loves when you go live. She's going live at all 4 houses like that, 4 in the afternoon. And then we taught her this on one of this. She's doing she picked up on one of these masterminds. Tim mentioned this. Do a video while you're there. Do an evergreen video for your YouTube channel.
Yep.
Everybody, let me show you what $400,000 gets you in the Springs Ranch neighborhood of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And she's walking through the house and she's showing the street, and you're in school district 49 and you're 5 minutes away from the closest Starbucks, and you're right down the street. Here's this, and there's neighborhood parks. And she's just talking about that video now so to get 8 videos every weekend for your YouTube and start creating a schedule where those are being put on a couple, 2 or 3 a week on your YouTube channel. That thing.
Well, and you're maximizing your time.
Right. So here's what happens with her. It's not like your open house where she's sitting there for 4 hours and, am I done yet? Is it time to go home? Good Lord, get me out of here. It's like, by the time she's done going live, doing her video, maybe a couple people come through. There's some houses where nobody comes through, but she's on to the next house. It's time to leave, pack up and go.
That's cool.
And then so the next house is 30 minutes. She's 10 to 11. 11:30 to 12:30. So she's got 30 minutes to get from that house to that house. She'll get over there, get set up, go live, do her video. Some people are there.
Hey, Jeff, I got a question for you. On those, is she doing her own flyers, or is she just not even doing flyers? Not
doing flyers. No. I think she has the listing sheet pulled up probably for every house, just to have the details on the house. But the listing agents are putting out the signs. Whatever. She's just going and doing them and setting them up with the listing agents. They're loving it, but it's quick in and out for everyone. And some people show up, or some houses people show up, some they don't, but she's so busy and active doing it. She put 5 under contract.
Okay.
Her first 45 days of doing it.
Are these all with EXP agents, or is she doing it with everybody? Because I've gone on and looked, and we might have.
These have been with EXP agents, I believe. Now, if you go in and sign up for that course, you get access to a site where you can see all the EXP agents listings in town, and you can email them and text them through the system.
Yeah, we can get them on our MLS by office sort of a thing, but there just aren't a lot of agents. And Deb has probably found this too. In the grand scheme of things, for EXP agents that might even have something open, there might be 15 listings, and they're from San Ysidro to Temecula.
It's a big area out there, I know. But you guys also have Kyle Whistle, the Whistle Group. They're the number one team in the state of California. So don't tell me there's no business going on out there.
Yeah, he's right up the street from me. I get stuff from them all the time, and I've thought about, do I go plunk my ass over there?
Maybe,
instead of sitting at home all day long with the dogs, but I wouldn't stay because it'd drive me crazy. The noise drives me nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, but that's how Jennifer's doing. And again, she just watched that training, and that's what got her going. So I mean, that's just a thought, Danelle, in terms of just being out there to meet some more
Yeah,
people.
is she
You can
doing
pick up some clients with that, you know.
is she doing vacant homes?
I don't know. I'm not
It's
sure.
always better.
I'm sure. I'm gonna guess there's a mix of things, probably.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can reach out to her. She'll talk to you. Jennifer Krosch, Krosch. You can find her in the agent directory.
KR.
OSCH. Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
What's her first name?
Now,
Jennifer.
Yeah.
another idea I was going to give you, if you haven't done your 12 new construction home tour videos yet and you like to show houses, that's what your priority should be. Get those done. Then you've got 12 new construction home tours for your playlist on your YouTube channel. You're going to be sending your Go High Level prospects to watch that playlist to get to know, like, and trust you. That'll get you busy, and you can spend, 30 minutes in each house. Remember to make it evergreen. Like Jeff said, talk about the Starbucks and the Publix and the Kroger and the schools and all that, so the evergreen video lasts forever. That'd be a great way to take 3 days and budget an hour and do 4 houses a day. Huh?
I've done tours of 7.
Okay.
But I mean,
knock those
some
other
really
5
good-
out.
I'm just, thinking, okay, do I need to get on with Fiverr and pick someone to help me put these? Because I like images and also short videos. So it's not one smooth walkthrough video. So I've been thinking maybe I should not use those and go and do them again.
Well, I would say change the way you're recording first.
Yeah.
If it's not one smooth, long video, I don't want you stopping and starting the camera. Just start that sentence over again and just have one long video, and then pay somebody on Fiverr $50 to go in and edit it down into one long form. And you can throw it into Opus Clip, an AI tool that'll cut it into shorts for you if you want to do shorts. I'm not a fan of shorts because you can't get somebody to know, like, and trust you in a short, but you can in a long form. And then you've got your 12 YouTube home tours done. You like to show houses, and that's what you were doing. You were just showing them to your camera instead of a buyer.
Yeah.
And then get on the open house kick. And if money is really tight right now, then I'd do the open houses first, and I'd put those 5 last videos off until secondary, or combine your strategy to do both, like this girl's doing that you wrote her name down. Do fewer open houses, but make sure you allow yourself 30 minutes to go in, turn all the lights on, do a long form video tour, talk about the neighborhood, the schools, the grocery, the hospitals, the favorite restaurants, and all that. Then do your open house. When nobody's there, you can be sending that video off to somebody on Fiverr to get them to edit it and post it, and schedule your post. Don't just post it immediately. Tell YouTube, post this Sunday at 3 p.m. Schedule them out 2 a week.
Okay.
And get in the habit of 2 a week, and you'll be like Andy and have $85 million in your pipeline right now, all from YouTube, all organic, not one penny spent on an ad.
Wow.
That took him 2.5 years to get to that point, but he closed his first deal in month 7.
Wow. All right.
From YouTube.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to go and get on office hours and find out.
They'll get that figured out for you.
They go on it in like 1 minute. So,
Okay.
all right.
I got to run too. Alex
I do
Piok's
too.
doing a training.
What's
Bye,
that?
everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Hope
weekend.
you feel better.
See you guys. Have a great day.